Hey guys, welcome back to Sillies and Sads. It's your favorite host, Taylor. Yes, I know this is a very different setup. This is my bedroom. Sorry, it is a hot mess express. As you all know, I'm in the process of moving. And I was supposed to put up a video like 2 days ago, but my motivation has been lacking so sorry. I'm trying to cut back on my cussing because I have people who listen to this and I just don't need to be dropping the F-bomb every other word. But anyway, as you guys know, like, I'm in the process of moving, and that has been super stressful and weighing on me really hard. On top of that, I already had, like, quote-unquote, my last day at work, and it's hitting me, like, a little harder than I thought it would. I know that my current employer has caused me like a lot of strife in the past year, and I've discussed that with you guys like moderately on the podcast, but like even though they're causing me like heartache and pain and all this other extra stuff, like it was a part of my life for 6 years. Like, I've worked with this company for 6 years, and to know that, like, I'm not going to be doing that anymore, like, something that I'm so used to doing and, like, comfortable with doing, it's just crazy to me, you know? I'm trying to do a little bit of self-care. That's why I'm in my bedroom. I did a sulfur face mask. I don't know if anybody has done that. Of course, I saw it on TikTok. And it's like the La Cruz sulfur face mask. And I obviously, like, I have relatively bad acne. So, and I'm 26 years old. Like, I thought acne was like a high school thing. But no, it can be lifelong for some people, which it sucks, man. It sucks. It makes me super insecure. And I try not to let it get to me. But as most of you know, like, battling with those kind of insecurities, like, it's really hard. Like, anyways, though. I did a sulfur face mask, and my face smells like rotten eggs. Like, I've never done a sulfur face mask, so this is, like, new for me. I know, lots of information. But I figure I would, like, do a little bit of, like, catching up with you guys. Like, man, like, I miss podcasting. I just need to get more consistent, and I'm hoping, like, after the holidays and after this move, it'll be a lot easier, and maybe I can even do some, like, vlogging stuff, like, take you guys with me on, like, little adventures, like, through Oregon, and kind of show you the things that I want to experience, and maybe y'all can live vicariously through me. Also, my gym, my going to the gym has been lacking. Like, I've only been going, like, 4 times a week, which is pretty low for me, going from like 5 to 6 times a week, dropping it down to like 4. And I know for some people that's not a big deal, especially considering like the level of stress like I'm currently under, and like all of the things that, like, I want to say quote unquote I'm going through. Not that, like, my life isn't hard necessarily, it's just like a big change. Like, any change is hard. Like, even though this is something I really want and I'm super excited for, it does not change that it's hard. Okay? And even though, like, I know it's right for me, like, I'm gonna miss people. Like, I'm gonna miss my family. I'm gonna miss, you know, my friends here. I'm gonna miss, you know, people I don't even talk to anymore. Like, I'm gonna miss the opportunity to maybe run into them or just see them. But I know it's for the best. Like, there's no regret here. There's no cold feet. It's just, it's hard, you know? I hit 17 months of sobriety this month on the 8th. So cheers to me. Like, it's very exciting stuff. Next month, obviously, I'll be 18 months sober. I feel like I'm fast approaching 2 years. And to think about that is absolutely so crazy to me. Like, I'm not saying I'm perfect or I'm at this place where, like, I'm super comfortable with everything and, like, it's all easygoing and, like, smooth sailing, because that's just not true. Like, recovery isn't linear, and I've said that before on the podcast. It is ups and downs and ebbs and flows, and you constantly have to be doing work on yourself, and you constantly have to be, you know, doing maintenance. Like, constantly being like, hey, you can't slip up, or like, if I get this feeling, like, where I'm stir crazy, like, I have to get out of the house, I have to just go, like, do something else. to kind of get my mind off of like, oh my gosh, you know, I'd be really sick right now? Taking a shot of Crown Apple. But don't worry, like, I'm still on the straight and narrow. It's just, man, guys, like, my life has been a lot lately. And, like, going from a duo to a solo podcast, like, that is no joke. Like, it really isn't. And not that, like, I don't regret it or anything like that. But just because good things are happening, like I said, change is hard. It's so hard. And I want to be this, like, invincible person who's like, man, I'm not bothered by any of this. And, like, life is smooth sailing for me. But that's just not true. You know, like, and also, it's so, like, back to me leaving my current job. Like, I have had so many friends, like, come and go at this job. It is mind-boggling. Like, I have not been a perfect person. I'm not going to say that I have, but it's absolutely crazy to me to think about the people who I thought were my friends who screwed me over. Oh, sorry for bumping my chin and bumping my hand. Who have screwed me over in, like, one way or another. To think about those people and, like, where they're at right now. It's just crazy because, like, I see them and I'm like, damn, we used to be, like, really good friends. And now I see you and there's nothing. Or I have those people who tried to literally get me fired from my job, and got me suspended from my job because I have a TikTok and I filmed the TikTok with my name tag on and they screenshotted it and sent it to HR. I have those people talking to me, like, all hunky-dory, telling me things, like, nothing too personal, but, like, coming up, giving me compliments, talking to me. And it's like, you know who you are, right? Like, you know what you did, right? Like, the audacity. Like, it's absurd. It's freaking absurd to think that these people at my job are even real. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I am not without flaws or faults. Everybody has flaws. Everybody has faults. Everybody has good. Everybody has bad. And it's just like, I don't know how you can sleep at night and, like, not have this, like, immense, like, guilt, like, within you for doing those kinds of things. Like, you expect me to look in the mirror, but have you looked in the mirror? Like, how do you sleep at night? Probably like a baby, like I do, you know? It's just crazy, like, how people you know who have been your friends for years just become strangers. Like, I mean, it's the same with anybody in your life who was in your life prior and now they're, like, not in your life. It's like, it's just crazy to think, like, these people no longer matter to you. Or, I don't know who was talking about it. I heard somebody talking about it. I don't know if it was, like, I think it was on Shane Dawson's podcast. But talking about, like, how everybody has, like, a different view of you. Like, some people, like Jalen and Jaleesa and Emily, they look at me and they're like, she's my best friend. I love her to death. She's all of these good things. And then other people think, like, you're super annoying. Like, I know I have a slew of people who think I'm super annoying and I'm too loud and I talk too much. And then there are those people who are, like, intimidated by me, which is crazy to think in my head because, like, I feel like I'm relatively easygoing except when it comes to planning and stuff. I know with that I can be pretty high strung. But yeah, no, it's crazy. Like, some people think you're intimidating and some people think, you know, you're an uber, you know, mean girl. I mean, you guys know what word I'm thinking. Like I said, I'm just trying to be a little more PG. Still talk about what I want to talk about, but I don't need, like I said, I don't need to, like, overly cuss to make my point. Like, there are other words I can use. And I don't know if it's a rebrand because, like, I'm about to move to a whole nother, like, place. And I'm like, man, I do want to change some things about me. Like, I'm not a perfect person, you know? I think that there's always room for improvement. Uh, and back to like the things I said about the people who like have done me dirty at the place I work. You know, I don't wish like any ill will against you. I really hope that you find what you're looking for and you're able to find happiness within yourself if you haven't already. And I I don't wish anything like negative against you. Like I said, I just think it's crazy. Like the situations I've been in are just so crazy, man. Like sometimes I'm straight up like my life is not real. Like there is no way I am in a simulation. This is a freaking movie, right? Like I'm sure that a bunch of people out there feel like that. Like I know I'm not the only one. It's just I'm just feeling like very not sentimental, but like I'm looking in myself, very introspective. Like and I'm also looking at everything outside of myself. Like, and I have this, I think I told you guys. No. Maybe I didn't. Because I uploaded my last video, I think on October 30th? But in case you guys don't know, I got a job offer in Oregon. I'm not going to disclose where I'll be working because I'm not going to dox myself. I've done that several times. But it's a great opportunity for me. Like, it's in the field I want to be in. Like, I'm going to be helping people in recovery. And that's all I can ask for. And plus, the pay is not bad. Like, I will be getting paid almost $10 more than what I make right now. Granted, the cost of living in Oregon is much higher. But all in all, it's going to be worth it. Jake got his offer letter from his job, and he'll be like able to transfer, and like everything is falling into place. We have like a good savings, you know. Obviously, I know some people in my family, they're gonna miss me a lot, and they're scared for me to go because this is such a big deal. Like, I am moving thousands and thousands and thousands of miles away. Like, I know I'm not like Texas's #1 like fan. It's just because I've lived here my whole life, like on and off my whole life. I lived other places. I am a child of the military, but you know what I mean? Like, this is where I was born. This is where I was raised, like a good portion of my life. It's just also every bad memory I have is like tethered to this place. Like, I can't go to a major city in Texas without being like, oh, this is what I did here, and this is how I messed up here, and oh, I got so drunk here, like I blacked out. You know, like, or I did these terrible drugs. Like, it's just not, it's not conducive to me, you know? And like I said, I know I'm not, like, a #1 fan of Texas, but at the same time, like, there are things I'm gonna miss. Like, I don't know if any of you have ever, like, had HTO. Like, it's an only Texas thing, and they have this tea, it's sweet mint tea, and, like, it's so fire. Like, it is so good. I love it, you know? And I'm trying to think of what else I'll miss. Bush's chicken is kind of like a hit and a miss. Like, sometimes I really enjoy it, and sometimes I'm like, you know? I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss the highways because, I mean, the speed limit is, like, awesome. And I know a lot of other places in the United States, they don't have speed limits like that. I'm going to miss, like, I don't know. I'm going to miss my family, really. Like, I really will miss my, like, mom and my nana and, like, my grandparents. Like, everybody's here. But at the same time, it's like I can't live my life for other people, you know? Like, I have to live my life for me. And, like, me and Jake want to start a family. And, like, we want to be super, like, crunchy parents and, like, granola-esque. Like, and if you don't know what a crunchy parent is, it's, like, parents who, like, try to make their own, like, snacks and, you know, nothing in excess, like, minimalist type lifestyle. I don't know. It's very, like, I said granola girl-esque, like, granola guy-esque, whatever. And I'm sure if you Google, like, crunchy parenting, like, you'll find something a little bit more in detail and, like, descriptive, and, like, maybe you guys will understand it a little bit better. I don't always explain things awesome. So, but like that's that like atmosphere we want, and like just a more accepting like place. And like I feel like we're gonna find that there. Like I already have like people out there, like people I went to like elementary school with here, I know out there. And like people I've met in like the recovery space. Like I get to see them like out there and like go to AA meetings and like get these amazing experiences that like otherwise I wouldn't have been able to have. Like it just wouldn't be the same, you know? Like this, some people live their whole lives in the same place wanting to leave, and they're never able to, whether it's their situation, the relationships, you know, insecurity, self-doubt, fear. I mean, like I said, change is so scary. Like I am not negating anybody who is scared, because it took me since I was 18 and I'm 26. It's been almost 10 years for me to commit to the bit, essentially. But like, I know it's scary, but man, this feeling that I'm actually going to accomplish this insane goal, like something I never thought I would be able to do. Like, oh my God, it makes me feel like I'm an adult. Like I know, I'm sure everybody has seen this on like either TikTok or Facebook. If you're in the generation I'm in, like, I don't care. Facebook is huge. Like, I know a lot of, like, younger people, like, not that I'm old, but, like, people who are, like, 18 to, like, 22, like, that Facebook isn't super big for them, you know? And it's still huge for my generation. You see those, like, memes where it's like, oh my God, I need an adult. I'm just a 26-year-old teenager, or, like, 27 or 30 or whatever. And that's how I feel. Like, there are so many times I would be at work and I would be like, something would happen. I'm like, oh my God, like, I need an adult. And I'm like, girl, you are the adult. Like, what do you mean? Like, you are the grown up. Like, you are the adult. Like, you have to save you, girl. Like, nobody's gonna come and save you. And these, honestly, I'm rambling, but man, I just missed you guys. Like, I miss chit-chatting with you. And it's been, like, almost a month. And God, I need to get better at this. Better at posting content and stuff. But, like, as I said, it is not easy. Like, anybody who tells you that this is easy, it's not. Like, some days are better than others. And, of course, I love doing this. And I hope one day I can do it more full-time. But it's hard. You know, like, coming up with, like, things to talk about. And, like, it can be really awkward just talking to yourself, you know? But I'm kind of enjoying this, like, vibe, like, this bedroom-esque vibe until, like, I can get, like, an actual, like, studio-type deal. Like, I don't know. Like, hopefully, like, a more, I don't know, like, office-y. You guys are picking up what I'm putting down, I'm sure. But I think I'm gonna go to bed because my medicine is starting to kick in. My sleepy time medicine. But I love you guys so much, and I just wanted to say thank you to everybody out there who has supported me, commented on my Facebook posts, listened to the podcast, you know, been there through the transition, like, just shown so much kindness to me through this time. Like, I want to thank Jalen and her family, and obviously my family, and Alexis and her family, like, and obviously Jaleesa and her family, and Emily. Like, I have amazing people in my life, and I will obviously want to shout out my husband, Jake. He does not listen to my podcast, just for the simple fact of it's really hard for him to focus on that kind of stuff. He has really, like, he has just really, like, bad ADHD, so it's just hard for him to focus. But I want to shout out my amazing, wonderful, loving, caring husband, Jake. Like, babe, like, I really don't know what I would do without you. Like, you are my big bean, and I am, in fact, the luckiest girl in the world. Like, my support system is insanely good, and, like, I thank the universe every single day for giving me this gift, the gift of Jake, and all of my friends and all of my family. Like, I'm just exceedingly grateful. And on that note, I will wrap this up. Thank you guys for listening to another little episode of Sillies and Sads. If you guys want to follow my Instagram or Twitter or TikTok, it's all at Sillies and Sads. I'm trying to get better at posting, like I said. Like, as long as you guys are patient with me, trust me, I'm worth it, and I know that. Also, if you guys want some exclusive content, you can go over and subscribe to my Patreon. It's at Sillies and Sads. And if you want to follow me on my own personal journey, my TikTok is TaylorBlitz1, and my Instagram handle is tbills with 3 Z's and an underscore. Okay, you guys, until next time, thank you again for chatting with me. I love you all so much. Bye!